and welcome to my Q&A. And I was supposed to post this yesterday, but I was busy, so I didn't get to. So I'm gonna upload it today because I actually am just now making it. But anyways, so I posted on TikTok, YouTube, and my Discord server that I was doing a Q&A, and I asked you guys to basically ask me stuff. So I'm just gonna be answering them because Q&As are fun. I mean, who doesn't like talking about themselves? I love talking about myself. I love talking in general. I mean, I'm just kidding, guys, but anyways. Enough with the awkwardness and time to get on with the video. So, Rosalie from TikTok asks, what is your favorite Identity V lore? Which, I don't know if... Okay, Dreamwitch, obviously, but, I know that there's maps connected and characters that are connected, and I'd have to say I like Lakeside the most because it relates to Dreamwitch and Priestess, who are two of my mains. Well, obviously Dreamwitch is my main and she's my favorite character, but I also play Priestess quite a bit. So yeah, Lakeside lore is probably my favorite, especially because of the H.P. Lovecraft, Dreamwitch, and Feaster inspired. I think that's really cool. And Naiad also being related, as well as Female Dancer also being related to Lakeside, and the Hullabaloo lore is very interesting to me. Answerings 4R4 asks, are you emo and a shinny? No and no. Next question. JR1390 asks, do you feel miserable when you lose a match as Hunter? Yes. Yeah. Losing Hunter is sad. But you just gotta remember at the end of the day, it's okay. And that you don't suck as bad as you think you do, probably. Clerk Kisser asks, when did you start playing? I downloaded the game September 29th, 2020. But I really started playing in October of that year. Okay, these next questions are from my community post about the Q&A on YouTube. So ValmewYT asks, why did you choose to main Yidra? So that I'm actually glad you asked. So when I first joined Identity V, and when I join usually just when I join any kind of game or fandom, I choose my favorite character purely based off aesthetics, if I think they look cool. And I'm not even kidding, but it just, if they're a bad person, then I'd be oh, never mind, I don't like them anymore. But Dreamwitch, for example, I thought she looked really cool, so I actually was going to get Sculptor as my first hunter, but then I saw Dreamwitch and I was wow, she looks really cool, and her abilities seem really interesting and different than the other hunters, so I wanted to get her. And it's actually funny because when I first started Dreamwitch, I would practice her in custom script mode in single training because I didn't have her, and I would lose and tie against the bots of single training. And this was before bots could use their abilities. It just goes to show that I've gone a long way with Dreamwitch, and practice definitely makes perfect with Dreamwitch. My sister, aka Penny O'Bailey YT, asks, why did you start playing Identity V? And of course she asked me this. It's actually because she got Identity V and she wanted to play with me, so she told me I should get it. That's why I ended up getting Identity V, literally, because of her. And then she asked the question. She definitely wanted me to tell this story, so... Also, I just want to point out, this mechanic spot body block was really good. If you're watching the gameplay, I just want to credit that mechanic. But those were the only two questions asked on my community post. The majority of the questions that I got were asked on my Discord in the Ask Me Questions channel, which I made an announcement about the Q&A, so let's start. Oh my god, almost dropped my device there. Okay. Pumpkins asks, which Hunter Survivor do you think is the most underrated, overrated? So, for overrated, I don't really think that there is anybody I would consider overrated. In my opinion, people like characters for a reason, whether it just be because they think the character looks cool or just because other people like the character. I mean, some characters I don't think deserve as much popularity as they get because some people don't really understand the character and they're liking them for a different reason. But I wouldn't say that there's anybody in Identity V who I think is particularly overrated. As for underrated, I'm going to go with Lawyer because, yeah, he was a bad person. I can't even deny that. he literally was a homewrecker. He sold Leo the factory that was failing, and that caused Leo to burn it down with himself inside. So that was pretty bad of Lawyer, but there's characters that have done worse. Like Embalmer literally murdered Ganji and Annie and wanted to murder Victor, but people like him more just because he has a better design. He's more conventionally attractive. I think that Lawyer, if he had a design where he looked like Embalmer or like the other male survivors, like Prisoner, that people really liked, he definitely would not be as hated as he is. I think it's just people. I think it's just his design, which is why people don't like him. And he's also pretty fun to play. And he has some pretty nice ability. I mean, obviously his abilities aren't that great, but they're not like bad either, so. Pump Mochi asks, what crossovers would you love to see happen in Identity V? Well, I would definitely have to say Resident Evil. I know the hype for like Resident Evil Village is kind of like over already, and not really people aren't really talking about it anymore, but I would really love to see a Resident Evil crossover in Identity V because I think Donna would be perfect for a Dreamwitch skin, and as you guys know, I need more Dreamwitch content. I'm starving for Dreamwitch skins, and I know she just got Paper Queen, but like also she hasn't had an S tier in so long, and she needs a new S tier. I think Donna would be like a perfect opportunity to give her an S tier. Plus, I know everybody wants Lady Dimitrescu in Identity V. Like you can't even you all want her. You simps, you want her in Identity V, and I think Ethan would be really good as a survivor. And I think that I don't know what they would do, but I think it would also be really cool if they added the other lords. I forget his name, like Hey Mitch, I think it is. I don't know. And the guy who is a fish, I'm sorry, I can't remember their names, but I think it would also be cool if they were in the game. I think Lady Dimitrescu would be Bloody Queen. I think Ethan would be just a survivor. I don't really know who. I think Mechanical Hey Mitch guy would probably be Mad Eyes. And the fish guy, I think, would be either Pollen or Bonbon. So Anna A, or just Anna asks, how long have you been playing Identity V? And I already answered that one, so like about a year and a half. Oh wait, that was when did you join, I think. I don't know. I've been playing for a while now, like a year and a half. Tomie Simp asks, what is your favorite non-Tomie Junji Ito story? Which I'm glad that you asked me that because I love Junji Ito. And I have to say Uzumaki because like I know it's a classic and I know it's really popular, but it's popular for a reason. It's so good. I also really enjoyed Censor. Some of the psychological horror ones, like The Enigma of Amigara Fault and The Human Chair, are also very good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Uzumaki because it's really good. Boo Ghost asks, what was your favorite event in Identity V? And I'm gonna have to go with in 2020, the Christmas and Halloween events were both really cool. Especially the A tier skin for Victor and the song that they had and everything. I think that those events were really cool, and I don't know why Identity V kind of toned it down with the Christmas and Halloween events after that. But I also really liked the Death Note crossover event because I'm a huge Death Note fan, as well as the Promised Neverland one because I also really like the Promised Neverland. Okay, so Bam asks, what's your favorite soup? So I'm gonna have to go with chicken noodle or wedding soup because those are really good. I'm not the kind to like potato soup is like I hate potato soup, so like I'm not the kind to like similar soups to that. And I do like tomato soup and stuff, but I'm definitely gonna have to go with chicken noodle and wedding soup. They're really good. The Gay Farah asks, what's your favorite Hunter Survivor to go against, and what's your least favorite Hunter Survivor to go against? So my favorite Hunter to go against is Dreamwitch, and I always say the best counter to Dreamwitch is a Dreamwitch main, and that is true, like, a lot. It's because I know, like, Dreamwitch, I know what the Dreamwitch main is going to think, I know what her next move, what she's thinking, what she's going to do. It makes it easy for me to counter her, and I have a lot of fun going against her. My favorite survivor to go against, I don't really have any survivor that, like, necessarily, like to go against. There's characters I see that are weaker that I'm, like, glad to go against, but there's no survivor that really, like, challenges me in a good way. My least favorite hunter to go against is Naiad, because I have no idea how to kite her. I mean, I should, but I always fail kiting Naiad, and it's really embarrassing. And my least favorite survivor to go against is, it's Batter, because Batter and Forward, I'm so bad at countering them. But, like, at least I can counter Forward with a patroller. I can't do that with Batter, okay? And it's really annoying because I always end up getting harassed by the batters, and I'm bad at countering them, and I don't know what to do. So yeah. Jacob asks, if Yidra didn't exist, who would be your favorite hunter? That's a good question. Probably Sculptor, because like I said, she was going to be the hunter I bought before. I saw Dream Witch, and she's really cool, and I think she's fun to play, so probably Sculptor. Juan BT East asks, who other than Little Girl would you main? Priestess, Perfumer, Painter, Mechanic, Doctor are all characters I play quite often. Obviously, Little Girl is my main, but if Little Girl didn't exist, I think I would probably main Priestess or Perfumer, although I'm pretty bad at Perfumer. Like, I mained her for, 2 months, and I still don't even know how to time any perfumes correctly. Like, not just instant perfumes, perfumes in general, I'm so bad at, timing. But, yeah, so probably Priestess, and I do play Priestess quite a lot in rank when I'm playing with randoms, because I don't trust them with my Little Girl knowledge points. But I end up getting, 1,000 Priestess points, so, I have, 1,500 Priestess points right now. I'm still in B-Badge range for Little Girl, so yeah, that's who I would main if Little Girl doesn't exist. I want to say thank you to everybody who asked me questions, because then the Q&A would not be possible without you guys. And maybe one day, if I'm ever a bigger content creator, I can have a Q&A with lots more questions. But you guys asked some really good questions, got me talking, what crossover would you like to see happen? And that one was one of my favorites, as well as the why did you decide to main Yidra? Those are two of my favorite questions, so thanks to everybody who asked a question. And if you're watching this video and you wish you asked me a question, you can still comment it and I'll respond to your comment, because I see all my comments. Even that one video that got 20,000 views and it had 400 comments. I saw every single comment on that video. So yeah, I promise I'll see your comment and I'll respond to you. So feel free to ask me any more questions down below. And I'm sorry I didn't get this uploaded yesterday, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Just enjoy the rest of the gameplay for now, I guess.